Well, howdy meowdy, I am the Damn Cat Gaming, and I welcome you to another round of commentary on behalf of the Gran Turismo Racing Community. This is round 3 of GTRC's Elantra Trophy Challenge, and we are going around Lago Maggiore, a fictional track in Gran Turismo that, if I recall correctly, is based in Italy. Alright, so before we actually get started, let's go over what this series is about. We'll start with the standings. We have Maple Syrup leading the pack with 75 points. Racer close behind with 64. Superboy in third with 57. Doug Barrow at 40. Bar at 37. The Damn Cat at 34. Type R at 32. Petrol at 28, UU at 27, Mike at 25, and Eagle at 24 points. And here's the calendar for the series. You'll notice from last time the calendar has been updated because there was an issue with our dates. And so, yeah, this round 3 was ran on the 23rd of May and was at Lago Maggiore West layout. And for the series, same settings as before. We're running 2 20-minute races. The first determined by a qualifier, which consists of 1 out lap and 2 flying laps or 2 hot laps, whichever you want to go by. The second race is then in reverse grid based on the results of the first race. And where possible, we also reverse the direction of the track. And this being a fictional track, the direction is indeed reversible. So the second race is reverse grid and reverse direction from the first race. And then there's 1x tire wear, 3x fuel rate, which means that for every lap around the track, there is 1 lap worth of tire wear and 3 laps worth of fuel is consumed. We are only running on the racing mediums for the series, and as always, the weather is set to random. So if rain is a possibility in GT7, then it could be a factor. However, Lago Maggiore, rain is not an issue. Alright, so we did our qualifying. And Razor took pole, followed by Ishmael in second, Tab in third. Mike starts in fourth. Doug Barrow was starting in fifth. Superboy starts in sixth. ATB in seventh. Bar in eighth, and the Damn Cat in ninth. And with that, let's get this show on the road, shall we? As always with this series, it is a grid start. And we see everybody gets a good launch through. Nice and clean. Coming into turn 1, which can be a bit chaotic. Razor maintains the lead. He's got Ishmael right here turn second, but Tap is already looking to make some moves. We have Mike in fourth, Doug remaining in fifth, Super's held in sixth, Bar and ATP side by side going into here, and this is where the Damn Cat is bringing up the rear. Alright, so Razor's holding on to the lead. He's got Ishmael right behind him. Ishmael, we know, is quick. In these cars, we're all in the same car. This is equal power, equal handling capability here. It is all just pad versus wheel is the only discrepancies here. Anyway, so the field is a lot more even, and so, but is that evenness enough to allow someone other than Ishmael to take the win? Let's find out. I already say Ishmael's got a gap over third, who is Mike. Doug has moved into fourth. Super's got into fifth. We have Tap steps falling all the way down to 6th, ATB in 7th, Bar in 8th, and the damn cat. I think we went wide earlier. He is bringing up the rear. So Razor and Ishmael is going to stand right there. Mike is not too far behind. Now there's Doug, Supra, Tap, ATB, Bar, and then the damn cat bringing up the rear. Kind of a big gap there to go overcome. Wonder if he can do it. Anyway, we have Razor. And he's still leading the charge. Ishmael's a lot closer than he was this up on a lap ago. Mike's also not too far behind. Basically, the field is single file and very close together, except for this guy. Kind of already off on his own here. But this race is young. It's only lap 2. There's plenty of time to catch up. Alright, coming into the hairpin, we have Razor and Ishmael, who took a look up the inside, but he didn't do anything with it. Got Mike, Doug, not too far behind. This is pack number 2 with Super Tap, ATB, and Bar, and then we have the damn cat bringing up the rear. Alright, we have Razor and Ishmael and Mike looking to get involved, and we have Doug. These top 4 are their own nice little pack. This looks like this could potentially be a 4-way battle for the lead at some point. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this. Mike was looking up the inside of Ishmael there, like he wanted to make a move, but started against it, decided he just tuck in, and Doug making a move over the inside of Mike there. Mike did go a bit wide, they're side by side. Does Doug get the move done by the turn 1? He's on the inside. He's got that advantageous line with it, but it's putting Mike on the inside here for turn 2. But Doug cleared it. Now Mike has dropped down to 4th, and Tap is now up there in this pack. Super's close by, as is ATB and Bar going. Ooh, ATB going for a ride. Going to cut some grass there, looks like. And these two will probably stay at it for a while. Meanwhile, Razor, he's actually got a little gap there ahead of Ishmael. Doug and Mike looks like he's fighting back. He wants to be back in that 3rd spot, that podium. He's got to be careful because he's got Tap on his rear. We saw Super there go a little wide. And then ATB and Bar. And the damn cat. Alright, so we have Razor. It's got must be about a 2nd-ish gap ahead of Ishmael here. We have Doug in 3rd, Mike in 4th, ATB, and Tap, not the ATB. Wow, bleh. Wrong blue car. Actually, ATB's not even in the blue car. What the heck am I thinking? Anyway, we have Tap looking. He looks like he wanted to make a move there. Just got that very funky line through there, which is, I think, slowed him up a little bit, allowed Super to catch up to him. And these 6 are all probably within 3 seconds of each other, and then you've got a 2 to 3 second gap from 6th to 7th, and these 2 are at each other's bumpers, are just chasing ATB at the moment. And yeah, the damn cat looks like he might be closing in a little bit here. Plenty of time to go. We're only 5 minutes in. Alright, so we have Razor. He's got a little bit bigger gap over Ishmael now. Now we have Doug, Tap. Oh, we have Mike. He picked up a penalty at some point. He's going to have to get off that line and serve it. So we'll have Superboy move into 5th. And ATB and Bar are too far back. So Mike is just going to lose the 1 position for the penalty. And we have ATB and Bar there. Right there next to each other. Ooh, ATB looked like he was taking a wide line through there. Bar took a more narrow line. But let's go back to the front. Razor's got about that same 2-ish second gap to maybe a second to Ishmael. He's got about a second to Doug. Tap is right there, putting some heat on Doug's rear bumper. We got Superboy trying to keep ahead of Mike, taking a wonky line through there. I don't think he's got a half-second penalty. No, and I think Mike just picked up. Mike has one now. So the opportunity Mike would have had to repay the favor from the previous lap just went away with him picking up that penalty. We have ATB with a half-second penalty as well. And we have Bar, who get ahead of ATV as a result of that if he can stay close. And then we have the damn cat also with a half-second penalty. What's up with everybody with penalties now? This really isn't a track where penalties should be an issue, but apparently some people are struggling with the limits. There are a couple of places where it's a little easier to get a penalty, I suppose. We have Razor coming through in the lead. About that same gap that Ishmael had a lap ago. Ishmael's built a gap over Doug, who was probably slowed up trying to hold Tap at bay. Tap was looking up the inside but thought better of it. Decided he's tried to go for that better run out, but I don't think he got it. Got Superboy and Mike's still right there with their own little battle. ATV and Bar now side by side, and you have the damn cat lurking, trying to get close, but I'm not sure if he's making any ground up. Bar's on the inside. He's actually got the nose ahead of ATV, but can he keep it there? Let's see if he can do it. Got that nice inside line, and yep, he is clear. The only question is, will he hold on to it? Meanwhile, Razor and Ishmael, again, still about a second and a half gap now between these two. Woo! Doug went way wide there, and that's going to allow Tap to go and take the podium spot from Doug. Pretty sure Doug is going to fight back in some shape or form. We're going to have to wait and see on that one. Doug taking a very interesting line through there, but he is a pad user, so it's not unexpected that he's struggling with that a little bit. We have Super and Mike right there behind him. We already even see ahead of Doug, ahead of these two, that Tap is already putting a small gap on him. And Ishmael has closed in on Razor. Did he have a penalty or did he just make a monkey line? By the way, Razor's now got his hands full with Ishmael on his bumper. That gap he had a lap ago is gone. And Tap is threatening. We have Doug, who's kind of on his own at this point. We have Superboy with Mike on his bumper. And we have ATP has gotten back around Bars. I'm guessing Bar made a mistake or had a penalty at some point. But nowhere to be seen is the damn cat, so I'm guessing he's just going for a quiet Saturday drive at this point. Alright, so we have Razor and Ishmael leading the way, but Ishmael's still there. He's still hot on Razor's bumper. Razor went a little defensive there, kind of caused him to take a very funky line through into turn 2, but he keeps Ishmael behind. But the problem with doing that is now Tap is right there. Tap's closed that gap up between them very quickly once he got around Doug. And then he's quickly building a gap over Doug, who's on his own at this point. We have Superboy and Mike wanting to close in on Doug, I think. But I know Mike is also wanting to get ahead of Super. We have ATV and Bar. These two are duking it out. Oh, and we see the damn cat there. He's not too far back, just a few, about 4 or 5 seconds probably. Alright, so we have Razor and Ishmael. These two are still there, not side by side, but almost bumper to bumper. And we have Tap closing in even quicker. And right now, Tap has the fastest lap. He seems to be the fastest guy on track at the moment. We have Doug a couple seconds behind, and we have Super and Mike just a couple seconds behind them too. I actually wonder if Mike is deliberately not battling, so that way they both can catch up to Doug. Could be the thing going on with these two right now. ATB and Bar, we know, are not cooperating. They're taking every opportunity to get around each other. Currently, ATB has the advantage there, and woo, does Bar go wide. And then we have the damn cat just chilling, just keeping an eye on these two apparently, but not really catching up. Anyway, now we have Razor and Tap is now challenging Ishmael. Taps and Ishmael is having to defend, is allowing Razor to temporarily get away from him. Side by side. Oh, it looked like Tap looked like he wanted to go side by side. But caught better of it, and now he's going side by side. What? No. Again, he looked like he wanted to do it. Go too wide through there, but he instead just took a wide line through, which enables him to stay right on that rear bumper of Ishmael. And if they duke it out, that might let Doug get back into the mix here. Doug's not too far back. If they duke out hard enough, Doug, I think, can close it back in. Meanwhile, Mike has gotten around Supra, but Mike looked like he was struggling to get around that corner. Let Supra get right back up on him. And we have ATB and Bar. These two are still close together, still trying to duke it out. Come back to the front. You see Tab went way wide there. That might be, it's not going to be enough to get that Ishmael get a breather. And Tab was threatening to look up the inside there. He was peeking. He was peeking. I don't think Ishmael reacted the way Tab wanted, so Tab's had to tuck it back in behind. And these three are about 2 seconds ahead of Doug, who's Clarking, who's close enough to, if any of these three get too frisky and go off track, you'll likely claim that position if that comes to pass. We're 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes in of a 20-minute race, though, so time is running out for Doug if he wants to get back into this battle. We have Mike, Supra. Mike's got a little gap over Supra. Just might let Mike actually, if he's able to dial it in, he can close in on Doug and maybe take fourth. We have ATV and Bar right there. Bar is right there on his ATV's bumper. These two have been basically like this or similar to this all race long. It's interesting to watch these two go at it at times. Then we have the damn cat just still hanging in there. I think he's just not down with this track at all. I think just struggling with the track. I think. All right, ooh, we missed something here. Ishmael made a move on Razor. The Razors is now dropped from the lead to third place while we were looking at the back. How dare we do that? You know what? We're gonna rectify that. Oh, we gotta go back 10 more seconds. We gotta go back 10 more seconds. We gotta go back 10 more seconds. We need to see this. Okay, we have. So Ishmael got the run up the inside of Razor there. Now Razor's trying to fight back. Problem is, Tap's also right there, and I think we're going to see a move here on by Tap. See, whee! Nope. Tap wanted to go wide. Tap got the better run through there. Tap's out dragging Razor on the inside, but pulled back so he can get the better line through turn 2. Just whipping it around the outside. And with that, Razor goes from the lead all the way down to third. Question is, can Doug close in on Razor? Can Doug make a victim out of the other green Elantra? I don't know. Razor's still close together to these other two. They're still trying to pull a gap on Doug, so. Razor's not giving up yet, so he might try to make a move here in a minute. We have Ram, I have Mike, we have Supra, a few seconds behind Mike still. ATB and Bar still close together. ATB I think just seems to have a slight advantage over Bar over the course of this track, and we have the damn cat just plodding along. Someone's got to be in last, right? Alright. So we have Ishmael and Tap and Razor. These three are pretty close together, even though Tap does seem to be slowly pulling away from Razor. Razor seems to be falling back just a little bit off these two. Still close enough to where if he plays his cards right, he can close in and just keep tight to these two and keep things interesting. And he's looking at the inside of Tap. This is really not a good corner to do that. Tap gets a better exit. And around we go. To this nice little chicaney bit there. We have Doug and then Mike. Supra, ATV, and Bar. Alright, so this is where the action is. We might as well stick here for a little while longer. We have Tap looking on the outside around Ishmael, but he ends up just tucking in behind, trying to out-drag him, but Ishmael was just able to keep him behind him still. And Razor's right there. He can take advantage if something goes on. Doug, if one of these three go off, Doug can, just close enough to also take advantage. But so far these two are keeping it nice and tidy and nice and large and clean. They're not bumping and shoving each other off the track. And that's the way we do it here. Ishmael's got the lead still. Tap is right there behind him. He gets to get a run. Up both Razor and Tap went to move to the inside. Ishmael's now got that inside line through turn 1. Very tight defensive line through turn 2 and into turn 3 we go. Razor was peeking at the inside. Ooh! What a run by Tap to get through there. Ishmael is now the one to lose 2 spots in one go. Ishmael's down to 3rd. He is now behind Razor and Tap. Ishmael got the short end of that stick, it looks like. Not sure what. He just got a weird, wonky line out into turn 3. Or Tap and Razor got a hell of a run out of turn 3. Either way, they both were able to get around him in one go. Alright, the action's still right here. Razor's looking up the inside of Tap now, looking to try to get that lead back, but Ishmael's not looking on the inside of Razor. He wants to get back. He's out of the fight. And Doug just chilling back there looking. He's watching this fight. I'm pretty sure Doug wants to be in this fight. He's just too far to be part of it. Razor's got the inside through the final corner. That should allow him to maintain 2nd place for the time being. Oh, nope. Razor got that faster exit on the taking that wide line. Coming into turn 1, Doug is right there. If these two keep duking it out like that, Doug will be getting involved here momentarily. And with a minute and a half to go, just over a minute and a half to go, we've got one more lap of this madness. And Doug is closing in on Razor, who's trying to keep up with Ishmael, who's trying to catch back up to Tap, but Tap, now that he's out in front, and Ishmael and Razor duked it out just enough to let Tap get the gap, and now he's running away. Tap is trying to use the last couple laps to run away from 2nd and 3rd. They keep battling it out, so let Doug get involved in the mix. Tap looks like he's got probably a 2nd gap over Ishmael now. He's got Razor right on his rear. Doug's only about a 2nd behind Razor now, so big enough mistake from Razor. And Doug is definitely in the fight for the podium. Got Mike here in 5th. Super still chilling here in 6th. ATB has put a gap on Bars. These two ain't close no more. And then we have the damn cat still bringing up the rear. He ain't gave up yet. Need to see, does the damn cat get the final lap? Or does he... Ooh, oh, he gets to keep going. Final lap for everybody. Everybody fishing on the same lap. Alright, so Tap's got... Ooh, nice little wibbly wobbly there. I don't know if he just got a little loose or if he deliberately went that way to try to break some slipstream for Ishmael, who's built a gap up over Razor. Ishmael is getting really close to Tap now. And the Razor's still right there, close enough to take advantage if something goes awry with these two up front. Doug can only take advantage of a Razor mistake at this point if unless it's a major for Tap or Ishmael. But I think Tap's got this one. Unless Ishmael can close up over these last couple of corners, I think Tap's going to have the win here in round one. And it looks to be the case. Tap's got the win here in round one. Yep, Tap takes the first, Ishmael second, Razor in third. Doug is going to bring it home in fourth, Mike here in fifth. Superboy in sixth with ATB charging, trying to catch up. Bar going way wide here. In eighth place, then we have the Damn Cat closing in slowly, but too little, too late there. Alright, so we see here that Tap at Indy had to take the win here, and he retains the fastest lap. Yeah, and then Ishmael, was only 7/10ths back. Razor's about close to a second behind him. Doug was 3 seconds back, just 2.5 really. Then Mike was a couple seconds back, Super a few seconds back. Give me a second. Alright, so we have Doug, Mike, Supra, ATB. Bar fell off there the last few laps. For all but like the last couple laps, Bar and ATB were duking it the entire way until then. And then the Damn Cat breaking up the rear. Didn't give up, but didn't have the very desirable result either. But maybe the fortunes reverse, because this is round two, which means from this result, we're reversing it. All right. Let's come to our round two. And we see everybody gets a nice clean launch. Some, though, looks like ATB got one heck of a launch. Already threatening the lead here, and he's got the lead going into turn one. From third to the lead, and little bit of contact there. The Damn Cat goes off. And in one corner, all the way back to the last, from first to last in one corner. That is unfortunate. Alright. Meanwhile, Superboy has now gotten himself into the lead with Doug and Ishmael side by side there in second and third. Razor in fourth. Bar is already down to fifth. Mike in sixth. Tap is in seventh. And ATB has already dropped down to eighth after that little turn one kerfluffle. And the Damn Cat's woes are not getting any better. He's already got that half-second penalty. Alright, back to the front, we've got Superboy leading the charge. Ishmael and Doug side by side, with Ishmael with the advantage. They're going side by side. They want to go side by side here, or do they? Nope. Doug checked up, fouled in between Razor and Ishmael. And through they go, nice and clean. We have Razor, we have Bar under threat from Tap, and Tap gets around Bar with no contest whatsoever, it seems. And so in one lap, Bar has already found himself dropped to sixth. ATB is in seventh with Mike threatening up here in eighth. And we have the Damn Cat in ninth with now a whole second penalty. It's not going well at all for this guy. Alright, Supra is in the lead. He's got a small gap already over Ishmael. He was trying to build a gap over Razor and Doug. Three of these four were basically back to where they left off, and here comes Tap charging his way up. He wants to hurry up and get back in that fight for the lead. You have Bar right behind him. Got ATB, Mike, and the damn cat. Super still in the lead with Ishmael. Razor's gotten around Doug. Hey, who is that? That is Bar. Oh boy, he went for a little ride. He went wide there. We have ATB trying to hold off Mike here. Mike went a little wide, got in the sand trap. And then we have Superboy, Ishmael, Razor, and Doug all a nice little foul going through here. Ginger 4-way battle for the lead right here early on in the race. And we got Tap just lurking. Ooh. Doug with a little fishtail there, looks like. That's not a good way to make it around there, and he's losing touch to Razor already. And Tap is already trying to close in on him. You have Bar, ATB, and Mike. Mike's falling back a little bit. Might have got something a little wrong there. And we've got the damn cat. It's like he just smacked the wall. Did he just smack the wall? We gotta look at that. Let's have a look. Didn't he just smack the wall, or am I just imagining things? Nope. Oh, he came close though. Alright. So we have Superboy here in the lead. We got Ishmael and Razor both trying to apply pressure to Super. Trying to get this guy to crack. We have Razor and Ishmael side by side with Doug threatening right behind. But he's got a half-second penalty, so he is about to fall back a little bit, unfortunately. As soon as we get to this penalty reserve zone at the end of right as we come around the hairpin, Tap is probably going to be able to take advantage unless he screws up severely here. We have ATB. Bars have gotten around Mike. Oh no, ATB's gotten around Bar. Mike, so it looks like he's going to get around Bar here. And as I was correct, Tap does indeed get around Doug. Super still fending off Ishmael and Razor here. Now Tap is charging to the front. Doug's going to try to keep up, knowing him. And we looks like behind we have ATB and Bar. These two are picking up where they left off well into last race, I think. We have Mike. Here's an 8th. He's going to try to get around Bar at some point. And we have the damn cat just not having a good day. Alright, so we have Superboy, Razor, and Ishmael side by side going to turn 1. Razor pulls back and tucks in behind Ishmael. And we have Tap lurking. And already Tap currently has the fastest lap. Set this previous lap at 1:31.1. Wonder if he's going to hold on to it or if someone else can take fastest lap. You have Doug here in 5th, ATB in 6th. Mike has gotten around Bar, who has a half-second penalty, so he's probably going to get around him anyway. The half-second penalty might let the damn cat catch up. We'll see. By the way, we have Super. He's still leading the way. He's still got Ishmael and Razor behind him. And Tap is right there. He's closing in on Razor's bumper slowly but surely. They're going single file, almost single file through here. Tap, I think, has the most aggressive line through there. Then a few seconds back, we have Doug. A few seconds behind him with ATB and Mike. This is going to turn into a battle here within a lap or two, I think. We have Bar and the damn cat. Coming in turn 1, and we hit the final corner. Superboy is still in the lead. We have a sandwich of Tap, Razor, and Ishmael. Razor is in no man's land. He can't do nothing. He had no space to go anywhere. Couldn't really get the turn he wanted, no doubt, and that's going to cost him 2 positions right there in one go. Because he just could not do what he wanted to do. I'm pretty sure he wanted to turn in a lot sooner than he actually was able to. You know, Tap moves into 2nd from 4th. Ishmael climbs in, basically stays in 3rd. And Razor, the loser of the situation, falls to 4th. You have Doug right here lurking close by in 5th. Good ways back from the main pack, we have ATB and Mike. So I think this is going to become a battle here in a few laps. And then we have Bar and the damn cat. Woo, the Bar. There he goes, a little deep on the inside there. And he's got the damn cat who really hasn't had anyone to play with. Oh, whoa. Massive contact there between the two. So I think the lack of battling today kind of showered his head there with that contact. Meanwhile, we have Superboy here in the lead still, followed by Tap and Ishmael close behind. Razor all right there in a gaggle. Not too far behind. These four is Doug. He's close enough to where if these four get a little too happy with each other, Doug can easily make a move, take advantage of any mistakes here. ATB and Mike, yep, this is about to turn into a battle, I think. This lap is set up to become a battle. This lap. Then we have Bar and the damn cat. The damn cat is closed back in on Bar. Alright, so we have Supra, Tap, Ishmael, and Razor. They're pulling away from Doug just little by little here. ATB's got Mike all up on his bumper. This is going to become a pretty good battle, I think, between these two. We have Bar and the damn cat. These two are close together. I wonder if Bar fell back just to have someone to play with. I don't know. Either way, and I'm sure the damn cat appreciates it, having someone to be close to. Alright, so we have Tap, Superboy still in the lead. Tap is trying to hold off a charge from Ishmael here. Again, takes an aggressive line over the curb. But Ishmael's got that outside there. Razor is right there peeking as well. Ishmael wanting to be on an attack, but he's having to go on defense from Razor's move. And this three-way battle for second is heating up nicely. And these three battling is going to let Doug into the fray if they're not careful. We have ATB and Mike. Mike is right there, right behind him. Very close. Start to see Mike making a move up the inside here in turn 1. Does Mike get the move done? I think Mike's got the move done, but can ATB respond to Mike's move here? They both take a ride on the curb there. It's also just curb there. And ooh, they both go a little wide. Mike a little more so. That might be a penalty. Doesn't seem to be the case. And ooh, the damn cat with a 2-second penalty. The stewards are not liking him today. A whole 2-second penalty, that is going to take him out of this fight with Bar. So we'll come back to we see Taps fall all the way back to 4th. So this Super wants these three to keep at it. Super wants these three to keep at it because that's going to let him run away with this thing. Meanwhile, Ishmael and Razor are trying to hold off Tap, and Doug is close enough to where he can make a move if they make a mistake. Woo! I heard some squealing there. It's usually a sign of contact. But looks like everyone got through cleanly. Razor is falling behind Ishmael, so Ishmael is taking advantage of Tap and Razor duking it out, trying to close in on Superboy, which is not what Superboy wants. Super wants Ishmael involved in that fight back there. Last thing Super wants is Ishmael threatening here. Likewise, Razor's got Tap threatening him, and Tap has got Doug threatening him. Question is, can Doug keep up with these two? Tap is ran around the outside around Razor. Can he hold on to it? And at the moment, Doug actually has the fastest lap with 31.170, beating Tap's previous best lap by about 2/10, almost 3/10 actually. We have Supra, who's Ishmael was picking up the inside there, but he didn't get anything out of it. Tap has gotten around Razor. And now his sights is on Ishmael. Razor is falling back a little bit. He's got Doug on his tail to worry about. We have ATB who's gotten back around Mike and has built up a small little gap to the guy. I wonder what happened there. And then we have Bar and the damn cat not too far back. This might turn into a spicy little battle again. We'll see. We'll come back and check on him here in a little bit. We're 12 minutes in. Supra's still got the lead. He's got Ishmael and Tab behind him. Superboy wants Ishmael and Tab to battle with each other, so that way he can build up that gap and run away and try to stay ahead of these two. The more these two fight, the more Superboy can get away, and that is exactly what he wants. Razor is trying to keep ahead of Doug, and if he can keep putting that gap over Doug, if Ishmael and Tap get into a big battle, that'll let Razor get back involved. We have ATB, he's pulling a gap over Mike. And we have Bar and the damn cat. Damn cat's right there, he's teasing. He's slowly reeling back Bar in, looks like. Yeah, these two are running pretty similar lap types. When one makes a mistake, the other doesn't. Alright, so we have what's shaping up to be a four-way battle for the lead between Supra, Ishmael, Tap, and Razor. Razor at the moment is more lurking. If these three really get involved and make a mistake, Razor can definitely take advantage. But these three at the moment are all pulling ahead of Razor, who is still close enough to take advantage of a mistake, but kind of too far back to really. Ooh, he might have closed in there though. Like I said, these three battling is gonna let these two battles are gonna let Razor close in, and could also let Supra run away. But Ishmael right now is taking the fight to Supra, and Ishmael's got the lead. Now Supra's got to fight back, and he's also got to worry about Tap behind him, who can just as easily get around him and then lose another spot on the podium. So the last thing that Supra wanted has happened. Ishmael and Tap stopped fighting each other and are now taking the fight to him. And we have Razor, he's still close behind enough to lurk and take advantage of a mistake, but he's not close enough to really actively battle. Whoop, there's a little tap there from Tap into Supra. Supra was able to keep it on the tarmac, keeping it in second place, wanting to get back ahead of Ishmael, but Ishmael doesn't want that to happen. These four are close enough to where any mistake by one is going to allow the others to get by. You have Doug here, he's kind of on his own again. ATB's on his own, Mike appears to be on his own, and we have Bar and the damn cat close enough to start battling with each other again. But we have Ishmael and Tap has gotten his way around Supra while we were taking a look through the field. Tap got around Supra, who's now under threat from Razor. Razor taking that deep inside line into turn one. Going to cause him to have to check up and not get the pass done. And these two battling, if these two start battling each other, it's going to let Ishmael and Tap run away. And with 4 minutes to go, if these two want to stay in contention for the lead, they need to not battle each other, or rather work together for the moment to close back into Ishmael and Tap. Right now, Tap is staying close to Ishmael, doesn't seem to be actively battling him, while Razor and Supra do appear to be actively battling, and this is going to let the top two run away. At the moment, Supra and Razor are side by side going into this little chicane here, high-speed chicane. Supra's got the edge, stays in third. We see Tap making a run on the outside around Ishmael. Got the job done there, and now we have Ishmael looking to fight back. Can he do it? That is going to be the question to ask. Can Ishmael fight back? Can he claw his way back into the lead? And we see Tap sets the new fastest lap with a 1:30.4. A whole second faster than Ishmael's previous lap. So Ishmael's got his work cut out. He's got to close back in on Tap and then work to get around. Yeah, Supra with Razor right behind him. Supra's got his work cut out because he needs to catch back up to Ishmael, and he also needs to worry about Razor behind him. Like I said, these two really should work together, try to work together to close back in on Ishmael, but I don't think they're going to. We have Doug, who looks like he just mistook his Elantra, this Group 4 Elantra for a rally style Elantra. We went for a little off-road excursion there. We have ATB, Mike. I actually have the damn cat ahead of Bar at the moment. That is interesting. 2 minutes to go. It's basically 2 laps to go. Can the damn cat actually hold on to a position? Bar is definitely going to challenge, so we will see. By the way, Tap, we have Tap still here in the lead. We've got Ishmael right behind him. Supra still trying to hold off Razor. Razor's looking up the inside, or maybe just peeking in to get some clean air to get set in for this turn 1. Now he's got that inside line. Supra went a little wide there. That's going to potentially let Razor take the position here. Supra is close enough where he can respond, as long as he doesn't make too big of a mistake. Even though it's possible that Supra may have overdriven his tires trying to keep the lead as long as he did. But he is looking up the inside, but wasn't able to do anything with it. In fact, he looks like he went a little wide there. It happens. Still got Ishmael right behind him. He's still close, but I don't think I don't think Ishmael's close enough to be able to do anything here the last couple of corners. But we're definitely going to try and see. We're down to 20 seconds remaining. It's going to be close. Do these two get another lap? Or is this the final lap? We have Tap here in the lead. Some big gap there. Tap gets another lap. Ishmael does not get the next lap. Ishmael finishes in second, Razor in third, Supra finishes fourth, Doug finishes in fifth. ATB breaking home in sixth. Mike here in seventh. We have Bar and the damn cat here duking it out for eighth and hashtag not last. Damn cat takes a fairly aggressive line over the inside curb. He dips down to the inside. Question is, can he hold on to it? Bar's looking to answer. Bar's looking to answer on the outside. But I don't think he does it. Nope. The damn cat does just enough to keep Bar behind him. Damn cat finishes in eighth. Bar finishes in ninth. And Tap, with his victory lap, will take the win. And looks like he is also going to take fastest lap. And so I think it's already safe to say that Tap in his in this round is a perfect sweep of this round. And with that, we see Tap crossing the line. We see that Tap does indeed finish first with the fastest lap. A perfect sweep of the round. And I think this is this Tap's? I do believe this is Tap's first round. Actually, being first round in the series. And for his first time in these cars, he sweeps the round. First place in both races, fastest lap in both races. Impressive. Ishmael was second place. Razor in third. He managed to take third from Supra. They're near the end. Doug in fifth. ATB in sixth. Mike in seventh. The Damn Cat finishing in eighth. And Barr bringing up the rear in ninth. So this is also ATB's first round, and I think he did pretty good. Did pretty solid for his first round in the series, but Tap, what a debut for the series for the man. First place in both races, fastest lap in both races. That's going to shoot him up the leaderboard very quickly. All right, and then we did miss one driver this round. Type R, who's, as I understand, is having some health issues. If you're the praying type, to send the man some thoughts and prayers. If you're not, just wishing, then join me in wishing him a speedy recovery, and hopefully we see him on track here again soon. But with this eye on the Damn Cat, I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we can catch y'all for the next one. Take care.